Hello there. Welcome back. I'm Imporsitor, joining you for another Fountain Pen Friday. Looking here in my pen, you can see our ink this Friday. I'll tell you, I've been looking at it. I didn't know what it was called. All that I had, I'll show you the bottle, was this. And I don't read Mandarin. I do not. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing as much gold. Oh, there it is. The reason it's not showing is it's all settled hard to the bottom. There we go. See, I haven't stirred this up in a while. It gets down there. When it gets down that little nib of these bottles, it is annoying to get out. It makes you want to shake hard, but then you make a mess. I was shaking one of these at work and a bunch of it splurted all over my computer. Oh, there we go. Finally got it. There we go. So that'll be settling in the bottle now. Hopefully the sides and stuff. All right, so I've been looking at this thinking dragon fruit. I don't know why. The color just looks dragon fruit to me, like a shimmer, sparkle, unicorn dragon fruit. I don't know. That's what I've been looking at. But it is Tramol Grape Gold. Grape Gold, that is the color. I don't know if anyone got that right in the comments yet, but it'd be cool if you did. All right, so let's get to writing. I'll see you there when we start writing. Now, to be perfectly honest with this is not the color I thought it was. Just looking at the cap, I thought it was going to be a red, and it's much, much more in the magenta. I've had my students refer to it as Barbie pink. I don't see that. I don't think it's that hot pink, but let's see here what you guys think. Oh. Try that again, huh? Yeah, I'm reaching around everything and I'm trying to watch the camera. Make sure I'm staying on camera, making sure focus is behaving, and it's kind of not. A lot going on in my head here as we do this. Now, some things that I do like a lot is that it writes well from my Eco, and that's not something I can say about every ink. A lot of my inks just don't write well in the Eco, so it's nice to have one that does. Oh, shaky, not so bad. I mean, it is tough. The camera is like 3 inches from the paper, and I'm reaching under there. I don't know how other people handle this. I quite like it though. Like, I've been marking papers with it, using it as a red. Yeah, it all seems to work just pretty well. No problems. Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of trouble with the Eco with this ink. This ink seems to be flowing pretty well through there. When we get to the microscope, you'll get a good idea of how much it actually drops down that shimmer. It's quite heavy on the shimmer, but you'll get to see it. So let's go over and do our scribble and our swatch, and then we can move forward. So as I said, this is Tramol Grape's Gold in the TWSBI. Get our scribble on. And the TWSBI puts down so much more ink than the Gin. It's not even close. Not even close. Let me just shake this up here for us. Open. And I'm so shaky on camera. Making me nervous. Alright, I will go silent. Let me get that in focus first, and then I will go silent while it dries. Sorry about this. The camera's giving me trouble today. There we go. I'll let you guys watch it dry. Alright, still wet, but dry enough for us to do this. Check the back of the page. Yep, it went through that. On to the next page. We've been having a lot of trouble with these Tramols just bleed. Like, I have gotten my new Rhodia notebooks. We're going to be transferring all of our swatches over to those soon. That'll be a speed video. I'll probably just do them all in one sitting and just cut out anything that's not interesting. Alright, let's go to the microscope. Start at this distance. Go through what we wrote today. So this was actually last week. Going through this. Go to our scribbles. Nice and quick. There they are. Ooh. Let me adjust the light there. Focus. Yes, there we go. Alright, so here's our writing where we wrote Wisby Eco. Eco. And here we are getting to our scribbles. Let's adjust our focal length. It seems to be a little bit different for some reason. There we go. A little bit sharper. A little bit sharper. There we go. So you can see the shimmer in there. You'll get a lot more of it, I'm sure, when we go to the full 1600. Oh, there's a little Noodler's eel mixed in. All right, so let's move to the full 1600. All right, 1600. Right there, this is the scribbles. You can see the shimmer in place. Gonna move over to Swatch. Yes, sir. You can see all those flakes. So cool. I don't think I'll ever get enough of seeing that. There's the dividing line between the heavy and the light. There you go. You can see the feathering going on there on the edges a little bit. On the outside. Take a peek at all the little featherings that happen. So interesting to see that up close. Then we'll come back to the Noodlers. Very interesting to see that too, the way it mixed. Cool. All right, let's go to some close-up microscope writing, and then we'll go to final thoughts on this ink. Here we are. See if I can find where it's actually zoomed in looking. There it is, I think. And it is tricky to keep it focused. See a little bit of that twinkle if I just push down lightly on the notebook. It shifts it just enough so you can catch that twinkle. Very interesting. Let's slide over just a hair and we'll get a lowercase a. Very cool. Slide over a little bit more and we'll just do a little, I don't even know what you guys call it. People call it, but I'll call it a loop. really ugly, but it worked. Really cool. So let's go to the final thoughts, and we'll talk about it real quick. There we go. So, what do I think about it? I like it. It's another one of those inks I like, but I don't have a place for it in my life. I've been using it as a red. It's not. It's not a red. Um, so when I'm marking papers, I've been using it. It's okay for a red, but it's not great. I don't really have a place for it in my life. But that doesn't mean it's not a good ink. It is a good ink. It's a very pretty ink. People mention it all the time. If you're looking for an ink that people are going to comment on, this is one. It will get noticed. Noticed in the pen, it's noticed on the paper. It's a noticeable ink. I quite like it. I wish I had a place for it in my life. I really do. So, what's our next thing going to be? Oh, wow. I just inked this pen for this moment. I haven't had a full pen in a while, and I'm noticing how big of a difference the weight is. So, what do we? I'd like you to be able to see what I'm writing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. What am I doing? Forgot how to write. Then how? 82. Another. Oh, if you think you know what that one is, ooh, I kind of like it so far. We'll see how I like it in a week. I like to give these every ink a 1 week go just so I have a solid idea of how I feel about it. Right now, initial, first time I've written with it, I kind of like it. All right. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. And if you have, please hit that like. It helps so much. And I am just hoping that I've earned your subscription. I will see you next time. Bye bye.